Alright, so there can be anything. Wish that was a colonnade. Decent hand though, especially on the play. I went through my replays this morning trying to see what was good, what was not good, how was counterspell. Try to I didn't feel like I really learned anything though. Yawgmoth. Might be a decent matchup. Don't think I wanna solitude the bird with 2 counterspells in hand. It's Yawgmoth. They should just bring 2 mana exclude. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, chats, let's see if the tech pays off. Seagate restoration one time. Damn it. That'd been so good. His verdict is okay. Hey, Potter Frodo. Oh, Twin Blue Pioneer. Wow. Thanks, bud. Our set's kind of nice. Lets me solitude Yawgmoth and they don't get to I'm gonna do Teferi because if I don't draw a land, I think I'm gonna Days Undoing. And if I do draw a land, I'd rather Verdict. So now I have a decision. Again, Verdict. I'm assuming it's gotta be Days Undoing though. And then should I fit? Yeah, I'm just gonna yeah. I mean I should be okay, but not the greatest. Okay. I'm actually the biggest in-game we trust person my wife will let me lie. Nah, I mean it's cool. I didn't take, not from you. Some people like someone who just kind of doesn't chat much and always being like negative, saying stuff like that. I would be a little annoyed, but all right, Chalice for 1. Meh. They do have Veil, but I could just board out my counter spells. Um, Rip's pretty good, right? Ashok's probably. Let's see. Ashok might be good, Verdict might be good, March might be good, Spreading Seas might be good, Press Down, Gust. Then I could just maybe board out the counters, but then my deck is pretty clunky if I do that. Board out all my free spells.
Week, another top 8.
Hopefully, Valouizir. Another month, another resub. Merci beaucoup. Merci, merci. Are you in Canada, by the way, Father Frodo? I forget, are you still stuck in Spain or wherever you are? Canaries? Yeah, Narset versus Yogg is kind of sick. Narset is like, people say Narset's not good in Modern and stuff, but it's actually like some decks, I mean, against 4-color, they have all these cantrips. So that could be a way of sideboarding and being kind of immune to Veil. But just having a 2-minute counter is pretty nice. Madeira Island. Because a first world person recently. Oh, became a first. Huh, congrats. All right, I mean, I think this is okay. Maybe I'm a little too scared of Veil of Summer. 9 toxic planeswalkers. Oh, because of the passives. Jace is fine. Jace is fine, but the other ones are toxic. No, did I really do 14 cards? Oh my god, I did it again. Well, who needs sideboard cards anyways? Well, that's what happens when you do everything at the last second, I guess. On the mulligan,
You can't believe what fell.
on the mulligan, I'm not sure about subtlety. It might still be okay. Rip, Jace, Cantrip. I mean, I could see myself just. It's kind of good with Days on doing. Do I just get rid of Jace? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of Jace. Because I might just go Rest in Peace into Subtlety into Days Undoing to refill my hand. It's not great, but alright, I'm glad I didn't keep Jace drawing Deluge first card. Deluge red, by the way. It's just good deck building. I think I'm just gonna play the Rest in Peace. Good was Verdict. If I ever get there. Oh, I'll take it. Well, little Ramskis? I don't mind.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Mumulax? Appreciate the resub. Thank you so much. I think I should definitely Subtlety. I guess I get rid of Days Undoing. Seems like a stretch right now. That was good. Just say go, Deluge. Hope to find a Verdict. Land's always nice, especially with Deluge in the yards. And I already have and then an address down. I think I'm gonna keep the lands. Could just end Yawgmoth's first, right? They don't know I have Verdict. They have Veil. Yeah, Veil doesn't do much right now. I think this is good. Verdict's kind of nice now because they don't have persist creatures. Maybe that was just way too fancy. I can like dress down Verdict though if I draw lands against the persist creatures. Hey Dirk. Dirk the Beast lad. Holy Beast. Yeah, I don't know. As the ending ended up being a Verdict. So I guess the question is, would I rather have a Verdict in hand or an ending? Unclear. Land would be nice. It's not the worst. I could dress down, bounce my own dress down. Or I could judge verdict now. I don't hate judge verdict, honestly. It's one way of dealing with persist. Just verdicting twice. All right. Um, can someone confirm? Should I save my dress down? I don't think so. Yeah, let's hope it works. I mean, it should work. I can't imagine why it wouldn't work. Veil. They're down to one card and have Delusion to Fairy and a Hall. Court of Calling for 2, probably a Geist. Alright, they need to draw like Young Moss and maybe they have a shot. Huh. How much does it draw me? Just 3 cards, right? 2 cards. I wonder if they're going to attack into Hall. They should, right? Have Delusion the yards. They almost 100% should. Why did I dress down? To counter the persist of Young Wolf. I thought it was worth it. Thought it was a good trade for me. Dress down is not going to be like super great this game. Didn't look like it anyways. I mean, I could Narset Days Undoing, but probably going to go to Fairy Bounce. I don't really need Days Undoing. I'm going to start with the Fairy Bounce this, see what I draw. I'm just trying to not die here, basically. And then just Jace Plus, I guess. Unironic Jace Plus. Good Jace Brainstorm too. I think I like Jace Plus. That's fine. I do need to find a little something, but really not much. Yeah, just attacking me makes sense. It's a little scary. I could get unlucky. I'm gonna start by Narset. Was Narset. And if I break, we'll see, I guess. Okay. Now I can brainstorm. I could just bounce Outlander and end Strangle Roost. Because if I brainstorm and I break, I could die. And then I get to untap next turn was... I'm worried about the free 2. I'm worried about another Strangle Roost Geist. Then I'm giving them more draw steps. I also get to play Ashiok, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bounce. And it lets me play Ashiok. I'll have a little more mana next turn. So minusing on me. I already drew my 1 Deluge. Deck damage or not? Deck damage is probably okay because they might have some one-ofs. I guess they can't search anymore. They can't search anymore. Veil, Thoughtseize, Grist. Or the Spark Tribal, yeah. Alright, let's start with our set. Verdict is nice. I have mana for Verdict plus Hull. Oh, I can do it at instant speed too. I don't want to go down to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't played a spell this turn. Oh, Ashok Brainstorm. Wow, I suck. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. Good call. Yeah, of course, of course. And I've been forgetting about Kahira too. All right, I guess we're just chilling. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm doing my best to stay on. Oh, I forgot to put Kahira in my hand again. All right. Getting a little too comfortable here. Why not? They're gonna bottom, but that's fine. Damn, they actually drew it. I think they only have one though. So I should be okay. I need to worry about Strangleroot Geist. That's nice. I guess I can't attack because of Geist. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Kahira every turn, literally. It's getting embarrassing. Oh, alright, they can't fetch for Dryad. C'est usual. Also, I think March gets Dryad, right? It gets lands. Alright, they actually decided, yeah, I mean, they don't have reach anymore, and I mean, I guess I could lose. I have respect for people who have the discipline to scoop there when they're like 0.0001%, even though I'm at 1 life. Alright, Talisker. What are we up against? I'm gonna probably mulligan no matter what. Alright. Not a ton of modern. Burn in modern, actually. At Ragdos midrange in standard and in Pioneer. Last Burn League was. I mean, either way, I'm gonna mulligan. I'll keep. I'm supposed to get rid of one of the blue lands. Or maybe Gaia Reach. Gaia Reach comes into play untapped. Subtlety on an Eidolon. I think I might just get rid of subtlety. Hand is okay-ish against burn, if that's what they're playing. It's not what they're playing. Where was the Guru Mountain placed? Guru. Is that Guru? Guru's pretty. Alright, looks like they're playing I do a subtlety. I guess I just played Castle Vantress for now. Alright, at least they didn't have Ragavan on turn 1. I guess I had ending for Ragavan, but still. Shreddies. Should probably lead with Chalice, right? Just get that out of the way. Don't have to worry about Spell Pierce anymore. All their cheap cantrips. Top deck Ragavan 2 would be a pain. Yeah. Yeah, I think I should lead with Chalice. Portal Free Kingdom. I don't know if it was in the list at all. You tell me. Portal Free Kingdom would be this thing maybe? B tier. Looks good. I like it. We can take another look at the tier list after the match. Alright, they're getting rid of their, so that's why Chalice is not super great, but still should be annoying, especially if the game goes a little long. It's kind of nice that I have Aurora to bounce a Murktide potentially. Ooh. I mean, I guess I need to get rid of Thingy first. It is kind of good with Narset, and they can't burn it. They can attack it, though. What if I Narset plus or Narset keep it on 5? Junt it up. First time shatter. I don't know if someone's ever done that before. First time shatter at just 100 bits. Appreciate it. Alright, I could play Narset, leave it on 5, say go. Thing is, I can't cast 2 spells very easily. Alright, I'll just end the Shredder, I guess. Let's me play Breeding Pool tapped. Alright, looks like there's a Murktide incoming. Oh, Watery Grave. Did not expect Watery Grave. I don't think I should Subtlety, right? They're gonna have Counterspell. I think I should probably just take a hit. Say go. Do I take a hit? Maybe I don't even take a hit. They have no instants in their graveyards. Yeah, I actually don't think I need to take a hit. And I drew Solitude. Basically want to play as slow as possible and like try to play in a way where I get advantage out of my all my 2-for-1s. Alright, clearly I need to worry about Counterspell. I guess I say go and jam Solitude into Counterspell. I wonder if they're playing around Shark Typhoon. I think they might have misclicked. Do I want a castle? Land is good for me. Spell is good for me. Most spells. So I don't think I want a castle. I think I want to make them use their counter spells. Not like they have infinite. Question, do I try to ambush now? Lets them go counterspell into land Murktide potentially. I'll take it. I wonder if they have a way to grow their Murktide at instant speed. Okay. Not the worst result. Alright, what about the Narset? Is that okay? It is. Seagate and Days Undoing. Okay. Pretty good. Looks like GG. I'll do Narset. Hmm. Kind of want to say go here. Just take another hit, keep force up for iteration. Maybe they draw another Murktides and they go all in on Murktides and I get 2 Murktides. Or maybe they draw a Shredder and I get a Shredder too. Not in a rush. I have Kahira too. Alright, I guess I should play a bit faster too. Guess I'll use my verdict. Dire Reach and Chalice is kind of a non-bow, but I think I'll use it anyways. Well, you know what? They're really not doing much. Let's not let them come back in this game. Alright, I can just attack with Hall. And keep double blue up. Matchup has seemed fine when they don't have turn on Ragavan. I wonder if the black's for Kolaghan's command. What else would the black be for? Anyone? Thoughtseize? Like, what does Murktide struggle with? Struggles a bit with Hammer Time, so Kolaghan's command, Fatal Push, maybe. Surgical? What's the breeding pool for? Just Prismatic Ending, but it's pretty important. I actually ended a Yawgmoth in round 1, and ending to Fairy and stuff. You'll need black mana for Surgical. Fatal Push, drawn into lock. Kolaghan's come in when they have Prismari, yeah, I agree. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, none of the black cards make a ton of sense, right? I can't think of anything. Tristan's not very good. So what do I want? I don't think I want another March. Like these 5. No, I don't want a third. I don't want fourth. I'm not even sure I want a third verdict. Gust is like kind of bad. Oh, it might be for explosives. Explosives for free, I guess. Maybe if you're playing a lot of explosives. Yeah, that's the best suggestion yet. Ooh, that's a good one too. Terminate for the mirror. That makes sense. Could do rest in peace. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I think Murktide's just curious. I'm a little worried about Blood Moon and Jace in these sideboard games, and then turn one Ragavan. Dispute seems like one of the better ones. I think maybe going down to 2 Verdict is okay. I don't think I want Rest in Peace. I don't think I want another Chalice. Gust and Flusterstorm are probably okay in small numbers. Alright, I'll do that. Force is kind of nice against Blood Moon and Jace, lets you tap out. It's kind of an important part of your plan. Not get too punished. Do you want second March? I don't think March is like super great against them. It's fine. I mean, sometimes it's better than ending. Getting Dash Ragavan is big. And in the very late game, sometimes you get a Murktide. Alright, I mean, I have to keep. Obviously, I'd rather have an ending in my opening hand in this matchup, but besides that, the hand's pretty good. Could play Chalice on 0. No, I didn't have Bubble on turn 1. Seems bad. Could dispute that. They might be stuck with a really crappy hand. I don't think it would be a terrible play to dispute that. They're just so good if they go Shredder, and I dispute Shredder. Yeah, I mean, they're on the mulligan. Kind of feels good to dispute consider if I'm gonna go, should I worry about Blood Moon? Kind of can't afford to play around Blood Moon a bit with this hand. I don't think having one Watery Grave mean they're not gonna have Blood Moon. Alright, I don't want to jam into a counter and then let them iterate. Just pretty standard pattern against Murktide. Interesting. They got their black mana right away. Could be a bluff. Actually, I could get basic planes and dispute. I think I like using counterspell though. I think maybe I should just Chalice for 1 now. Give them 1 Ragavan hit. I mean, I guess either way it feels bad, right? Well, we know they don't have another Ragavan in hand, but if they play a 1 mana spell, it's gonna feel pretty bad.
Good luck, Mr. Streamer.
Hey, Ochi, thanks for the resub. 2 years anniversary. Happy anniversary to us. J'espère que ça se passe. J'espère que tout va bien pour toi. I guess lead was Chalice. I think I should fight over it. It's kind of bad if they have Murktide, but if they have land plus Murktide, they can cast it anyways. And they have the spell pierce or dispute, I guess. Oh well. Wow. Got him. That's pretty sick deck. That's really nice. Should I shock? They could have spell pierce. Pretty bad if I get that card spell pierced. But the damage might be relevant. Oh, you actually suggested it? I missed it. That's actually like super cool. Wow, and it's good against Hammer Time too. Wow. Did open and just break it? I guess I'll shock. Really, I want to get my Narset spell pierced. Gust ending to Fairy. Made to Fairy. Bounce it, buys a lot of time, draws me a card, passive. Yeah, it's got to be to Fairy. And I kind of wish I mean, maybe they have spell pierce in hand. I don't know if they board out Murktide. Nice. I guess I'll have to deal with that later. Oh, that's working out nicely. Just perfect. Yeah, Narset's kind of cute against conniving, but it's not super easy to set up. Do they know about the verdict? They don't. It's nice. Alright, looks like this game's pretty over, but who knows? Ooh, counterspell. Did I say that? Narset's kind of cute. I didn't say that. I mean, I don't mind saying that, but did I really say that though? Oh, I don't even know what I say. Wait, they're not attacking? They also didn't attack last match for some reason. I guess they worry about subtlety and solitude's kind of bad too. Do I care? I have another one. Makes them discard if I counter that and verdict. That's kind of cool. Shark. Yeah, but they didn't see Shark. You can't really play around cards you haven't seen when you're already like super far behind. I mean, maybe they don't think they're far behind. Let's see what I got. Oh, they just conceded. Yeah, I mean, I have Castle Vantress, free cards in hand. Teferi's about to go up to free. All right. Pretty good so far. Ooh, I was first in the standings. Young Dingo, is he playing blue red maybe? Oh, you mean Estonia is way further than, Plains, but that doesn't let me play Island. He's been known to play Blood Moons and it doesn't let me play Counterspell on two. Probably gonna have to fetch a Hallowed Fountain at some point. Alright, chat, well, could be an African country, I guess, Oh, I'm about to get scammed. Red black scam. Exile the grief to grief. Singapore to Estonia. Alright, let's do like Estonia. Did anyone have Estonia earlier? Before we got all these guesses? Kind of makes sense when you think about it. Prometheus said I'm on Eastern Europe, probably Latvia. Prometheus was onto something. But yeah, that's why I spend so much time on the first guess, because once you have the location, it's kind of dumb. Maybe we should just hide the look. I should just hide, I guess, the location. Who resubbed? Who subbed? Foliage. 6 months. Thank you so much, Foliage. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. Does Black Red Scam play Blood Moon? I'm assuming not, but hopefully not. Could exile the Grief, or I could put Kahira in my hand. I think I kind of like exiling the Grief with Jason hand. Or is it called Red Black Scam? I don't know, because you're trying to scam your opponent with cheesy plays. I don't know, it's a little all-in-ish, but I'm getting kind of low, I guess. I don't really know what's in the deck. I guess I should. I'm getting scammed by Grave now. Alright, he has no cards left. Hello. Yes, hide Solitude. Take up Chase in case of Fury. Oh, right, I forgot I had Fury in hand. I was like, I don't want to take up because of Bloodstained Mire. Completely forgot about Fury in hand. Yeah, that's kind of, that was bad. It's never terrible to brainstorm Jace, honestly. Especially because I had a dead card and I could draw a fetch land, but yeah. I was maybe asking for trouble. That was maybe a little bit asking for trouble. Alright. Have Kahira. Getting Kahira's kind of bad if he top decks a Grief. I guess I just say go and just cast my Solitude if he does nothing. I think I just cast Solitude here, let him have one of my cards. Can always just plus self. Yeah, that's a good point. I should have plus chase on myself. That's probably the line. Don't forget about the comrades. Salut Simpi. Bon matin. C'est quoi? C'est du canadien? Québécois? C'est comme ça qu'on dit? Bon matin, c'est. Je sais pas si les gens ils disent ça en France. Bon matin. Seagate Restoration. Never lucky. Just a Jason, a deluge. Oh, scoop lag. Oui, bon matin. Ah, c'est pas mal, bon matin. En France, on dit quoi d'ailleurs? On dit juste bonjour. RIP. What's in these red black decks already? Is that it? Ragdos mid-range? No. Doesn't look like he's played that deck recently. He's played that deck before, but Chalice for one seems pretty good, but he probably has a bunch of call against command. RIP. I mean, it stops their combo, but if they're gonna grave you, they're gonna grave you on turn one or turn two. Does anyone have? Did we find a list? That's not his list, though. All right, let's see. What's bad? Subtlety doesn't seem that great. Force encounters seem pretty good. Spreading seas could maybe be okay. Dress down's probably good. Verdict's probably good. Is Rip Book good? I don't think Rip is good. It's like too late, right? I feel like Rip is not good. I think Chalice could be. I mean, Chalice is kind of the same as Rip, right? I feel like Rip does literally nothing against him unless he has auto graveyard stuff. Gus could be okay. I mean, at least it hits stuff, but I like my planeswalkers. I like force. I like having access to Days Undoing. Subtlety, I guess. Not great to 2-for-1 yourself against a bunch of. March was good for me, but I'm not sure it's that great. Spreading seas I can cut, I agree. I ran out of time. Oh, 62. That's a yikes. Perfect ratio now, though. Could have another graveyard package in the sideboard? No, that's not how people build their sideboards. They don't double down. They don't double down on sideboard when people bring in sideboard hate. Seems kind of bad. Did he notice right away? He said 62 card special. Alright, I have to keep this hand. I like none of my cards really do anything against his combo anyways. I mean, I guess having Solitude could be kind of okay, but it's not having a Ragavan answer is also not great. But I think I have to keep this hand. Any Chalice for 0 against him? I don't think so. Let's see how we're gonna get scammed. Turn to Liliana. Nice chess, not worse than Rip. Is that a real question? Ragavan, Thoughtseize, all that stuff. Sure. Dude, he always has it. He every time I play against him, he gets like turn to Blood Moon. It's kind of nuts. At the end of the world, this game, I guess. It's a little better than Grey Ogre. It is probably gonna screw me over. Let's see. Okay, he does have Call Against Command. Oh, I should have discarded Counterspell. That was dumb. Alright, well, he had the nuts. He had the nuts. The verdict I can't cast. So miserable to play against that deck. Wonder what I should do here. Probably Solitude Magus now, right? Save the 2 life. Why not dress down on their turn? Does it work? Maybe. Does it actually stop Blood Moon? I feel like, what did I do? Oh no, it was against Gingerbread that was still unblockable. Man, that was what I needed. Verdict. Hello. Any reason to do it on my turn? I don't think so. Am I gonna win this game? I guess he might have Undying to save his Ragavan, but that's not the end of the world. He might also just have like Lightning Bolt, but that's also not the end of the world. Uh, I guess I just put back Days Undoing on top. Like Force and Days Undoing, maybe? Is he ever gonna cast Days Undoing? With 5 cards in hand? There's no way. Can always counter it, I guess. I know what he has in hand. Just full grip. Me. Do it, do. Oh, Mixilus. Hmm. So close. Not force of negation. Oh no, wow, that was his hand. Okay. Maybe not so close. Alright, well, he got kind of a freebie with turn 1 Ragavan. Maybe I should try not submitting 62 cards next time. Alright, I don't think I want March on the play. I'm not even sure why I wanted March on the draw, honestly. Gust. Gust is pretty good. Maybe I could just not do Force or not do Verdict. Verdict would have been good for me. Cut Subtlety. You could argue for cutting Subtlety. You could argue for cutting a lot of things. You could argue for cutting Force too. Like, if he grieves, he can take the Force before doing the Undying thing. What about Flusterstorm? Goes dead kind of fast, but no, it's bad. Yeah, I'm definitely doing Gust. Still don't think I want Rest in Peace. Spreading Seas. Gust, Dress Down, Counter, Chalice. I could do all the Chalices, just double down on Chalice, honestly. He has so many 1 mana spells. Is Chaz good? I think it's good. I mean, he has Call Against Command, but Call Against Command's gonna be decent either way, I think. It does feel worse when... I mean, he has so many 1 mana spells. Rip. People want me to bring in Rip. I feel like it's just a worse Chalice most of the time. Yeah, we only registered 14 sideboards. Don't remind me. Maybe I should have the Rip. Maybe I'm being a little stubborn. Maybe like 2 chill. Could have it all, honestly. Oh, man. Okay. Pretty good. Damn. Young Dingo is the lick and stick. I would play that deck too if I had Grief turn on every game. I wonder if I should start fetching lands for Prismatic Ending or fetch for Blood Moon. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to fetch for. He has 4 cards left. He loves his Blood Moons. He plays like a million Blood Moons. I guess I'll start with basic and go from there. Yeah, I didn't have to fetch right away, true. That was bad. It's not like I mind drawing. I mean, I'd rather not draw land, I guess. What are I'm supposed to do here? Hmm. Kind of hard to win on the mulligan when he has solid draw like that. Dumb bunch of cards. I mean, a bad would have been to discard Verdant and cast Undoing. Sounds pretty bad. I mean, that's the problem with Rest in Peace. Like, which card you replay? Like, I needed all the spells I cast this game. Sure, if I had a Rest in Peace, but you kind of need every card matters so much. No Croxaw. Why no Croxaw? Oh, yes, something. Call against command. Huh, you got all greedy. I need to draw Verdict. I guess I should maybe have 4 Verdict in this matchup. Kind of always need to top deck a Verdict in these games. Seems like kind of a bad matchup. Maybe not. Maybe you just drew well and I drew fine for a mulligan. Need more Teferis, I guess. Alright, GG's. Let's not be salty, even though never fun to lose. Their deck looks miserable against Veil. Yeah, I mean, they have Crocsine and Liliana and stuff, but I mean, their deck's just miserable to play against. Just trying to stop you from casting any spells, never very fun. Rip Believers. Well, I was close to. It was not even that good of odds for the under. Congrats, doubters. And of course, believers. Don't forget to thank the doubters.
Easiest money of my life!
South America is not always the end of the world. Brazil is a real dagger. I really don't like how much a lot of these games feel like it comes down to whether they have Ragavan turn 1 or not. It's too costly now. I did lower all the soundboard effects a while ago. Maybe I should all make them 5,000.
Normally.
Oh, never mind. They're playing a Living End. Oh, makes sense they wouldn't have turn 1 Ragavan. Hopefully they play a Grief now. That would be good for me. That'd let me get value out of my counterspell. Okay, I don't think I should sit on counterspell. And I guess I'll fetch to fin the deck. My line is kind of bad if their hand is like Force Shardless Agent. Or my play is kind of bad if they're... But I don't think one counter spell is going to save you in this matchup. You need a little more. Obviously, if I could see their hand, I would maybe play different, but... Could find a Chalice. Also kind of stop cycling. Kind of good news, they don't have another cycling card. No Chalice. It's kind of interesting, actually. The Fairy is a white card for Solitude, and it obviously stops their combo next turn. Days Undoing could find me a Verdict next turn if they do resolve. Let's see, if they go Shardless Agent, I get to go Solitude. It's not the biggest. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Teferi. It's like white card plus white card for Solitude's a pretty big deal. Someone said probably Norse Peru. That sucks. Oh, Red Lancer said probably Norse Peru and I missed it. Wow. How'd you know? That's... Damn it. Sorry. I need to pay more attention to chat and less attention to the map. It's probably plus EV. Upkeep. The north part should be the desert parts and it's closer to the equator. Thought there was desert at the south too. I guess not. Big breaks. Sucks. Alright, is there a reason to play Teferi here? Would I have Counterspell and Solitude in hand? I don't think so. Doesn't make too much sense to me. They might be playing around Verdict. Yeah, I should just say go. Plus they have Narset now, so it's hard for them to cycle to get... Yeah. Looks like their hand's just incredibly awkward. They're digging to a Grief. Let's see, if they Grieve, do I counter? Or do I just Solitude it? Oh, you counter. Sunken Rune's too good. What if I Solitude? If I Solitude, then they have the choice between Counterspell, Teferi. They're gonna take Teferi. I mean, I don't even have Solitude right away. Let it resolve. You think I should let it resolve, really? Guess it's kind of the same thing. I don't want to hard cast Solitude anyways. Yeah, I think you might be right. Oh, that makes it easy. Actually, it's probably better to bait with Chalice, right? Maybe they have multiple force. Maybe that's what they've been holding. Just sandbagging all the force. I don't like letting it resolve with Teferi in hand. Well, you gotta assume Teferi and Counterspell is kind of the same thing. If you assume they have at least a force of negation in hand. But I guess now I'm happy I didn't, because with Chalice in play, they're probably gonna have to start hard casting cards, and just having Solitude might be good. So let's not forget about Comrade. Kakastis says the north and south desert parts up here look a bit different. South is usually a bit greener, more hills, mountain. North is flatter, soul a bit lighter. Okay. Well, I'll never remember that, but maybe. Weaker. Oh, I don't mean deck, right. Main deck Boseiju. Damn, I didn't think I was losing this game. I really did not think I was going to lose this game. Yeah, I should have let it resolve. That was a mistake. Might cost me the game. Wow. If I guess chess first, they probably let it resolve if they already had Boseiju, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I ended up costing myself in our set. Could have almost argued Counterspell is better than Teferi in some spots. Oh, man. I mean, I'm not in terrible shape. I do have Kahira and a lot of good top decks. Just stays on doing. They did just target me, though. I wonder if I should play my land. It's not very good if I draw a Jace. Is there a reason to play land? Opponent's deck is kind of a combo deck, I would say, I guess. I think if the Jess attack was Riverwinder, I just take it. Or else I have to lose both my creatures. Huh. It's kind of tempting to take it and attack back, but that's just a ton of damage. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna block like that. If I don't verdict now, I can lose it to grief. How good of a living end is it for them? I get Solitude. It's not that good. Yeah, I should just verdict now. Must mean my next card is really good. If they put verdict there. My top card like Teferi or Jace or something. Maybe playing land is good if I draw Jace. Lets me go Jace into Verdict potentially. Maybe just another Verdict. Yeah, makes sense. That would make sense. But then they would probably not cast Grief if that was the case. Oh, it might be Days Undoing. That's a reason to play the land. And I guess it doesn't matter. It's Days Undoing because your turn ends anyways. They might have attacked Narset if it was Days Undoing. Or they should have. Yeah, maybe they just targeted themselves. I don't know. I don't think so, but I didn't check. Well, maybe they just targeted themselves. Looks like Narset's annoying if you draw cycling cards. Alright. If they don't play a creature, I might fetch. 18, 15. 2 times 7. Oh, they're killing Narset. Smart. Especially if you have nothing. Kind of removes the Days Undoing top deck. Alright, I guess I'm not fetching. Let's Riverwinder. 8 damage. Outburst is 2 more. I'll keep it. It's better if I draw Jace. Turn 2 late. Is Hall a good draw? Medium. Medium draw. Man, that Sunken Rune. The Sunken Rune was your MVP. I think I would have won this game if I had used Solitude properly on Grief instead of countering. Mistakes were made. Looks like they have Outburst. Pretty unlucky, a little flooded. Didn't draw any of my special lands either. It's alright, sideboard games are even better. Need to get kind of insanely unlucky to lose this matchup. Should probably cut Subtlety. I'm pretty upset if I lose this matchup. I'm playing against Living End. Could almost argue for a draw first. No. Probably just play the Chalice right away, right? It's bad against the 2-2 that thingies, but I guess good against Grief. These Undoing stuff counter just reshuffles their graveyard. It's not the worst play in the world to Days on Doing. And I guess I do have force, and I did draw a land, so definitely not. Have I undone opponent's turn yet on their turn? Maybe once. Trace not that impressive right now. Just runs into dispute and whatnot. I think I should probably still cast it. Mystic Gate is nice. Verdict mana. Always a top deck. Am I supposed to put Kahira in my hand? In case I draw Solitude? Maybe, I didn't even think about it. Oh, here comes the evoke creature. Opponent was the perfect draws today. Just one grief, foundation breaker. Yeah. So I played the wrong land last turn. Let them know I had 4 lands. Not great. So it's gonna get disputed, but what can you do? Okay. A little complaining goes a long way. Just both verdict on top, I guess. Hey Murph. Hold up double force. I don't think I really need double force. Especially with verdict on top. What are they going to do? Living in plus dispute. And then I still have verdict. Kept a 2 in case I have grief plus living end. I could have kept a verdict in hand. I wonder why they kept green mana up. They bring in Veil, next level. Yeah. That basic. Nice. Even better. Just always leave a verdict on top, I guess.
I thought unplayable decks in the challenge day was yesterday, Kappa.
Hey, Sekun there. I got hooked, what can I say? I got hooked by the unplayables. Thanks for the resub. What do they have? Subtlety, maybe? I guess I'll lose a verdict by doing that. Whatever. You know what I should have done? Maybe I should have minus the fairy first. And then plus. Oh well. Auto Wara. Yeah. Discarded Boseiju. Kind of shocked that the worst card in their hand is a Boseiju. Just seems so unlikely. We're gonna live the dream. And upturn Seagate. And Marcos, the deck's performing surprisingly well. As long as opponent doesn't have turn 1 Ragavan. Unanswered turn 1 Ragavan. The bane of everyone's existence. I don't know what to keep at this point. Don't think it matters. Still surprising. Ugh. Dispute might be okay. Dispute might not be the worst. I wonder if Solitude is honestly, I think Solitude's almost like a pipe dream at this point. Plus my white cards are all insane. It is nice once you have the game locked up, you like beat them down with Solitude, but I think maybe Dispute's better. Counters Subtlety, counters Force. Just counters free mana mana leak maybe. I'm not sure that ever comes up, but Subtlety for Foundation Breaker. That's a bad trade for me. It's 2 cards to delay their breaker by 1 turn. Doesn't sound that great. Spreading Sea is not the absolute worst in this matchup. Subtlety or Solitude's still okay against Grief too. Solitude on Grief can be better than just holding onto your white cards in some spots. Solitude or Solitude on your Telf is decent. Yeah, that's true. I guess Subtlety on Grief is also kind of okay. I thought those do 1 Solitude. It's like bringing back a free flying is all week. Yeah, 1 Spreading Sea is not gonna get them. 1 Spreading Sea is probably not gonna get them. They just wish me GL before game 3. Kind of funny, but cute. Nice. Got a decimal again, that right? Just too bad. Keep and what'd you bottom? Just Days on Doing maybe? I wonder how good of a spell Days on, like naked Days on Doing is. If it could actually be legit. Definitely not botting any land. Alright, we both mulligans. Bottom our sets. Ugh, wow. That's brutal. Just a full yard, just living in's gonna one-shot me. Damn. Man, am I gonna really lose to living in with this deck? Yeah, this is not what you want to see. Definitely not what you want to see. I mean, I guess I should maybe play Hall. I have 2 Halls in my deck. Let's draw Chalice, yeah. Rest in peace, Chalice. Alright, maybe they're mana screwed. Flusterstorm pretty good too. Well, we're not dead yet. That's the good news. They might have Outburst Force of Negation, but obviously it's a decent draw. Kind of at least forces them to do something now.
Easiest money of my life!
Might not be good enough. What I could have done is actually not play my land first and try and bait a hardcast dispute. That might have been a good line. All right. Should definitely play one of my Planeswalker. I think the fairy first makes the most sense. Or should I save counter mana for the 2/2? I don't like holding because I'm wasting too much mana and they can draw out of it. Okay, if they have dispute, I'd rather jam Narset. I mean, I'd rather jam Narset almost no matter what. Plus, they have Boseiju and stuff, so sitting on counterspell could just be a disaster. I think this makes most sense because they can't living in me next turn. We know that. So I go Narset, they have to counter. Then even if they have an answer to chess, I still get to go to Fairy. So they need like a counter for Narset, something to get rid of Chalice, and another counter for Teferi. Unless they're happy to let me have like second Chalice, not very good. Actually, it could be good if they have thingy. Counterspell is nice. Days on doing it. I mean, it's all super good. Incoming Ingot Chewer? Yeah, I mean, maybe. If they do have Chewer, they have one-shot lethal. That is, well, you can't play a chess as 0 and you have a chalice for 0 in play. It gets countered by my own chalice. And they could have like... I don't think I should take chalice. I think it's counterspell or Days Undoing. I have one Solitude left in my deck. So if they have like Chewer into Living End, do they play? I mean, I can't imagine they would bring. I mean, I guess they could have Force of Vigor. Yeah, I actually didn't consider Force of Vigor at all. Forgot about that card. Kind of take Days Undoing. Let's take Days Undoing. I feel like the other cards don't do much if they have the nuts. Totally forgot about Force of Vigor. Alright, no Force of Vigor, nice. I mean, I think they usually like have a bunch of... I don't know if the stock list plays Force of Vigor anymore. Land, Verdict. I'll take that. I mean, Force seems pretty good, but yeah, Force for sure. No buts. Just say go here. Alright, maybe keeping Days was bad. I don't know. It was like kind of a redraw. Alright, let's go digging for some lands. I could bait the Days Undoing. Or I could say go as infinite counterspell mana up. Yeah, I think Days good. It makes them use mana. In case they have like maybe Brazen Bar or Boseiju or something. Might be better to go with Teferi. I don't know why I did Days Undoing. I mean, if Teferi resolved, the game's basically over. Same for Days Undoing, I guess, except Days Undoing is better after they resolve the Living End. Guess technically they could have Force of Vigor, Force of Negation, and Outburst. Kind of crazy how Living End can just get out of the sickest jams. Now they need Boseiju and Grief. And a Cascade spell. Force. I didn't have the mana. Force is only on their turn. Not Force of Will. Alright, how do I lose? I just don't. Race, Street Race, Awaker, and 5 draws was no cycler. Sorry. Think they're gonna let us do it. I mean, I guess it's not even better than Deluge. Shadinagal. Well, I would not cycle main phase into. Alright, let's do it for the memes. Drawing 4 cards is good. So at least I can say I did it once. Won me the game. Game winning. Clearly. No max hand size. Mop and Bub deck is preventing from drawing a card. He said oops. Damn. Finish him. Round 1. You think that's the nail in the coffin, chat? Alright, GG's. Thank God I didn't lose to Living End. That would have felt bad losing this matchup. Waffle is watching Yellowhat and commenting on my speed. Is he? There's no way. There's no way Waffle is already done.